I just keep hoping. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do yet. Even doing this documentary have me thinking, when I do all the pros and cons, all right, this is what we did. And then even now, I'm thinking, this could be the end. And Donna and I was like, she gave me 3 years. She said, we got to make it work 3 years because she tired, we're not even making money. She kind of missed the customers and, so she gave me 3 years. And when the 3 years is up, she said, so shout out to my mother-in-law. She always, every morning, she steams a kale for me, cook some fish, and then I put some leftover vegetables and whatever leftover that I can eat, I'll eat it. And now I'm making a smoothie. In here I got some kale, I put some blueberries, mango, and then I put these birangi, collagen, apple peel powder. This one, ashwagandha, I need that. So I'm gonna blend this up and take it to the store.
Through creation, I told y'all and hold y'all with music by formation and souls of those that chose to use it. No misunderstandings are handed to your ear. I prepare this year to stay sharp like spears. Mathematic in the universe to manage the truth. I expand pens to blend words that merge as proof. Yo, I strive to be loud verbally, and as my lifetime serves me, I plan to overstand the world and be the tool used by Jah to school crews that are unaware. I prepare the food that's raw. I saw fast pass, but they never last. And so I keep my pad fat, full of clever crafts. I'm like that, so keep my format black. I'm like that, so keep my format. Like that, keep my format. It's like that, so keep my format.
That's amazing.
This tricky, this Joey.
Yeah, man, good to see you, man.
Danny is in the band with July Talk as the drummer. Look at that sick business.
Did he never like hit you up again?
Got some business, yeah.
What's changed?
What's changed? The documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of people coming in.
Yeah.
They seen the movie. They come, they rush down.
How does it feel to be a celebrity?
I don't know. I'm just still a regular guy. I don't really, doesn't, you know what I mean?
Whether they're DJs, whether they're fans now because of the movie, I invite it. All the credit goes to Eugene for doing what he did and to continue doing what he's doing.
There's certain people you can just tell, even watching the documentary, you can always tell Eugene was about the people, about community. And that just makes a whole world of difference. I learned humility, when I see Eugene. Just how caring he is and, wanting to help other people do better. Because he didn't have to give me, any help coming up. He could have just brushed me off. He showed love, and that helped me get to where I'm at today, right? Seeing him be in the game for over 3 decades, it's very inspiring to see that he hasn't given up.
The old location was really beautiful, and it was a part of my childhood. It was always warm and welcoming, and it was very tranquil, to be honest with you. Even though you walked in there and the music was pounding, it was always loud.
What are you guys listening to?
Everything that we learned came from the store. We grew, it grew, you know, the community grew and everything, so this was like the nurturing place.
Moving from that location to this location, it was a little hard on me, particularly, to be honest with you, because that was such a piece of my childhood.
Thank everybody for coming out and support us and all the kind words that everybody said on the internet, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We haven't died, but just come and check us out at the new store at 411 Spadina Avenue. Check us out on the other side.
Hey everybody, thanks for so many years of patronage here at the spot on Yonge Street. We're not closed, we're moving to 411 Spadina starting March 1st, but come on down here now for some great deals.
It cost us a lot of money to be on Yonge Street, eh? Property taxes was expensive. That time I was thinking either close the store or move it. I was thinking about Queen Street to go because there's other record stores there, right? So it'd be best to go down Queen Street, but it was too expensive. So then I found this place. Somebody told me about it and then the price was right, and so I moved here.
To one of the best known neighborhoods in Toronto, Chinatown. What tremendous changes we've seen in the last decade. Vitality, growth, a stronger sense of community than ever. These things are part of Chinatown's vibrant spirit.
Spadina, like, it's not young anymore, you know, it's not the location. How are people going to react to it? How are they going to take to it?
Yonge was great because that's like Times Square, but now we're in like a little, you know, pocket area that's bordered by Chinatown and Kensington, you know what I mean? So it's not as crazy as Yonge Street is.
Chinatown lends itself to whoever wants to be here. Dominated by Chinese owners, Chinese landlords, but they're always willing to have anybody who's a good tenant. I was one of Eugene's many students. You couldn't be a DJ and just walk in there. The only way you can get a job in there is either you're a big-time DJ or you're a co-op student. I went there specifically just to get a co-op placement, to get in the door, to show them that I wanted to work for him. I owe pretty much everything that's happened in my life after that point to Eugene Tam. There's no collective without Play the Record. Gene, no matter where he goes, he fits in. Someone knows him from somewhere. Like, I know some people who work on this block and they own many businesses, but they know who Gene was before he came over here.
I came out of school 1985, then I did a computer course. When I finished, I got a computer operator job. Lasted only 6 months. I talked to my dad, and then he decided to open up a grocery store in Chinatown. Okay, cool. Let's do that. So we did it for a couple of years. And I'm back on Chinatown, yeah, so it's kind of like a full circle.
It was definitely like you open that door and it's right in your face. That's the big difference. Before you had to like walk through that store, you know, with the porn and the fake guns and knives.
Actually felt like the original location. Not much has changed. You still had that warm vibe. You still had Eugene greeting you at the door and Donna.
I saw the Spadina store before it was open, and I kind of got a little walk around, and it felt like it was the same vibe. It was like the pegboard was already on the wall by the time I saw it.
guys want to watch out?
On Young Street, there was more DJs slowly going down, but here there was more regular, couple of DJs, but not really. It was mostly regular people coming in, kids. We're close to the university. We're close to Kensington, Queen Street, more artsy people, right?
I have a turntable, started shopping around, met Eugene. He doesn't know me, but he showed me my first techniques. So I started tattooing in 2016 when I just started getting my turntable. So it's very intertwined. And because of my mission of tattooing 100 bands before I turned 30, I got to meet a lot more musicians and variety of people. My 100th band tattoo is July Talks Danny Miles, and on his chest here, on his bone here, it says, play the record.
I was their 100th artist, and I think Play the Record was gonna be the like biggest kind of, you know, meaningful tattoo we could get.
I was a customer. I walk in that one day, very depressed. Steve Stone was like, you should work here. And I was like, okay. And he brought me to Eugene, and he was like, yeah, when can you start? Monday? Cool. Come by. And it's been 5 years now.
Morning, everyone. It's Sad Step Story Time.
Heyo, I'm Fionn. I wear black and white a lot. I work at a record store. I collect records and I collect turntables too. I was known to be the one that tattooed bands, and here's me with Unknown Motor Orchestra. Before COVID, I was also a cassette player repairer. Occasionally, I DJ. Here's one with me with my pal Billy. Oh, and I also love doing animations. Even though I did a lot, I feel not satisfied. Maybe that's why I'm sad step.
I have other stores here where I absolutely adore the owners and the people. They're people that I call friends. They don't have that same childlike energy that you get from Fionn. You know, when I'm with her, I feel like I'm a little kid again. I'm not gonna walk into IC and ask Gary and Laura if they wanna chase me around the, the store screaming, oh yeah!
Eugene always complained I'm talking too much. Blah, 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 blah on records. But that's what my personality is. I can only passionately talk about records. And push sale, as Eugene said, sell that, sell that! Stickers, we got stickers! I have Play the Record, Wu-Tang crates, Eugene for the Drop the Needle movie. And there's just, these are the funniest. It's so funny. I love it. Everyone loves it. I would say we all tackle different tasks. North is the best at digital, and he teaches a lot of people with how to do digital DJing, CDJs.
I just do day-to-day helping stuff. You know, I help clean up, I help sort records. I help with Eugene with anything. If he wants me to run to the store, I'll go do that.
Jonathan is the best at data management, ordering records from the States, ordering records on electronic.
What do? I just do things. I work my magic, talk to people. It's not really a title, but yeah. And I've been here since 2019. But before working, I was supplying Eugene as a distributor, RPM distribution, for 5 years.
And Jason is the knowledge person. He is the encyclopedia of records.
Well, I'm here a little less than, say, Fionn. On my days that I'm employed, I really just try to concentrate on sorting through records. Like this pile here will constitute like stuff I have to upload and or find good buyers for.
JS does the online stuff, and he knows a lot about the old funk and soul, drum and bass. So when people come, then I send them there. And we have an upstairs where we do all the online and store all the Discog stuff.
Well, during the COVID-19 pandemic, we experienced a shift, and how we receive sales. It was mostly online. Between the website, eBay in particular, we sold a lot on, and then Discogs really helped us during that time, like dark days for sure.
Across Canada, empty streets, closed businesses amidst a deepening lockdown. And so a plea from the Prime Minister.
All Canadians, as much as possible, should stay home. Protect your health and that of those around you.
The pandemic may have shut down the clubs, but partying hasn't completely stopped. Thanks to online platforms like Twitch, DJs are able to live stream and throw digital dance parties that audiences can enjoy from the comfort of their homes.
So the COVID experience from a DJing perspective, I have to use the word interesting because you're playing for a camera via Twitch or your own personal stream. The energy you get in actually interacting with people, just as you and I are here in the store today, it's completely different versus online.
Here we go!
One of my favorite part about my job is to talk about music, to share music. But because it's COVID, we're locked down. All I can do is just briefly talk about records. So it's very slow.
I supported all the stores as much as I could. I would drive out here and Eugene would hand me records out the door.
Curbside pickup, right? So I had a cash register up in the front. Then they gradually let in 5 people at a time. Everybody wearing masks, you know. So we had to monitor all that.
But COVID time, I can tell Eugene was stressed.
But the pandemic got us closer together. All the shops supported each other. We kept calling and say, hey, you okay down there? Like, hey, how's your shop, man? You okay? Like, pandemic was tough, but it really brought out, the strength in our relationship.
I think honestly, before COVID, things were kind of normal, right? You just almost took things for granted, coming to a crowded store and hanging out. That was just normal. And then COVID happened. You weren't allowed to go in a store. You weren't allowed to go in a restaurant. You had to sit outside, and you couldn't really have contact with people, which is a big part, I think, of the record store culture. Is hanging out and talking to people.
Let's go one more time.
Yeah.
And in terms of everything was great. Just in terms of the walking, slowed down a little bit. Just slow it down a little bit.
Slow down everything, looking.
I guess I'll give you one at a time, but we can. Well, I might have to ask this twice because you don't want him to hold 2 records in his hand, right?
Are good?
Well, okay. One more time.
I think it's important that the store was told about this place, and it's getting all the recognition and accolades it deserves. It should be getting way more, in my opinion.
Okay, that's good. Let's move the 45s out of the way.
So much of that Toronto era hasn't been documented properly, so thank you to y'all for making this documentary. There's so many facets of the scene that need to be documented.
It's about the love for the music. Eugene is of that ilk, you know what I mean? The film, shows that.
Show reverence, your excellence has arrived. Your testaments are denied. The pestilence in disguise. You best not miss the reprise of the finest rhyming specimen. Who even when the stent is in your flow still won't be better than. That's a reference to angioplasty. Daniel's nasty, but after the last 3 decades, too many have passed me.
I learned a part of the history that I didn't know about. I knew what I knew and based on who I was in touch with and who was around me, but I didn't know the full story. It was humbling, and I'm glad there's a documentary out there to showcase that. I don't want to call it store beef, but the store beef and the sort of the rivals and how competitive it got.
I sat down to watch the movie like everybody else, see my face flash up in Trax Records with George from back in the day, and it was footage obviously from Dance Nation television. You gotta laugh at the haircuts.
It's my tape, Tricky Moreira, and it's a Dance Nation version. Pick it up at Trax Records.
What is good, people? It's Mindbender Supreme. We out here. I'm with my homie Logic. We're representing for Hit Story for the Reminisce Show, and we're covering the world premiere of Drop the Needle.
I'm a low-key kind of guy, you know. So, like, I just trying to take everything in and go back to normal tomorrow.
To see all those familiar faces, to see all those DJs, and everybody within that urban market, it was great to see everybody again. It was like a reunion.
Especially at the premiere, you know, we saw everybody, like all the customers that have been through Play the Record, all the piles that I used to make for them. Everybody was there. I think it was a shock how many people were involved in this scene.
The amount of people that packed onto the street were all affiliated with Play D, that all came together for this document of Drop the Needle. It brought tears to eyes.
Shock about, wow, I know my boss is crazy good, but I didn't know how important he is to so many people.
Yes, people understand and they see how much time and effort that we all put, not only me, but all the past employees do. So they understand what the store means to a lot of people.
No, I run a company called My Dope Tea, and you know we do custom apparel, you know, including this amazing limited edition joint right here. When I was starting My Dope Tea about 5-6 years ago, Eugene was one of the first people I came to. I was like, yo, Eugene, what you need help with, man? you know, he's always say, this good, nothing, man, nothing, I'm good, you know? And I'm like, we gotta figure out something to help keep this legacy going. If you're open to giving me a shot with the apparel, you know, I'm gonna put my best foot forward and give you some dope merch. And you know, the rest is history, man.
A few people called me up, and like a friend of mine, he's like, yo, I saw you on TV. What are you doing on TV? And I'm just like, they're like, yeah, I saw you. You're in a movie. I'm like, a movie? And I didn't click in. I forgot about the documentary. It was on Amazon. I was just like, in a movie? I'm not in no movie.
A lot of people saw the documentary. Sometimes I'd be walking on the road and, hey, you're from the documentary. Blah, blah, blah. They want to take a picture. They want signature.
There's been an increase of traffic. One of my favorite moments, if they haven't seen the movie, they point the poster, like, is that you? Is that you, Eugene? Yeah, that's him. That's cool.
I think that this documentary feels like it really brought like an awareness about the store again. I think it's like really exciting and cool to love Play the Record again.
What's up, man? So my name is Jon Kabongo. I'm an artist. I have a single titled Who Gon' Supply? But you know, I watched Drop the Needle a couple weeks ago, or actually a couple months ago.
Oh yeah.
And I was very inspired by what you did, you know, for the city. I wasn't even really alive when you started, and I wasn't, you know, old enough to see like the impact for myself.
Right.
But I know you definitely influenced a lot of ears in the city, you know, of artists that are very talented and very well known now. So
I'm Jon Kabongo. I'm an artist from Toronto, Ontario. And yeah, man, just somebody that loves hip hop, somebody that loves Toronto culture. So
let's go. I ain't just here for myself. If I don't get back to the hood, it don't matter if I got the belt. Yeah, okay. I got a story to tell. Yeah, let's go. Holding it back ain't too good for my health, and I'm telling them facts, I ain't selling them dreams.
without any idea of what I was really gonna watch. I think a lot of people knew what they were gonna watch. I had no idea, because I'm like such a younger generation, you know? And I was just in awe. I respected Eugene so much for what he trailblazed and for what he did. I had no idea who this person was. Oh, I definitely, when I'm gonna press up my first, vinyls and like just maybe have that like part of like a merch bundle or something like that, I would definitely love to come here.
At Play-D, we always have surprise. What a surprise! Danielson and Raz Fresco in the house. What? Oh my God, we have another superstar. Are you happy?
Sure.
Earlier this year, I dropped an album called Northside with Danielson, who's another Canadian artist. Just from the cover, it's a famous restaurant called Sonny's in Brampton, so it's like very true to up north culture. I was trying to pay homage to the eras before me, so Cardinal is on the album talking. Because it's paying homage to up north Canada, I understand the cultural history, the significance of Play the Record. So it's like marrying myself to that history and that lineage by saying like, yo, I did a record and we did the signing here, you know?
That Eugene really stayed strong to support independent and local community. I think that's how he held on to this community too, because a lot of the other stores didn't.
It was very important that I did it here because that's a statement within itself. Like, yo, he's tapped in. That's why I was happy when I seen like they did the OVO thing. I'm like, okay, good. This place is a place that needs to be respected.
More and more people are coming in and they want to attach themselves to you and the brand. And I mean, you're wearing the shirt right now. How did OVO come to partner with you on this shirt release?
I heard that they were interested. They reached out to Gavin Shepard from Remix Project, and he reached out to my son, and then my son reached out to those connected with those guys, and then I talked to Drex. He reached out to me, and then we went down there and did the thing, yeah. Even my nephews and nieces and good friends, children, they were like, I want to get one of those. They didn't want to get one of my regular t-shirts, but when they heard about it, it came out on the news, everybody was buying it up, and they were ordering my brother. Man.
I would love to do an activation here for some of the artists that I market. You're not going to get anything that is more real than the experience at Play the Record. In terms of DJ culture, subculture, the underground of so many genres that are often misrepresented, the diversity of it, the inclusivity of it has been that way since day one. I've known Eugene since I was literally 14 years old, so I'm not gonna say how old I am, but do the math. I've been around since the 90s.
All right. This is Illumination. Yours truly, MC Flipside on the MIC. Check it out, here I come again with another round for your crew. Microphone checker, so listen to the sound. NK is in the mix, so listen to the sound. We're gonna break it down. Check it out. This is the sound. Break it down for the crew. Listen up. I'm on the microphone, you should know what to it up. This is the shit with the NK. Listen to the mix, and you know it goes like this.
I often come in here just to soak in the energy, to remember my roots, and to see where it's going, because Eugene does an amazing job of also stocking a lot of new stuff.
The vibration of actually being in the store, smelling the records, being a part of the energy that comes in and out of the store. One of the things that Play-D has done very well is the social media aspect of bringing that out to the world.
Hey guys, welcome to Play the Record. Aren't you excited to see what's up new? Come in. My holy land, my heaven, my beautiful boss, Eugene. Eugene, say hi to the internet.
Yeah, you're talking shit. Now that a lot of people coming in now from the documentary, whatever, and DJs, now that everybody wants to do their promo here. When there's a new release, they come in here to do it.
Hello,
Eugene!
What's up, buddy? Brother? I bring good stuff from you. Directly from Venezuela. Wagwan, we have delivered tough dumpling today. The original tough dumpling. Yo, pop it up on the screen. Right there now, you can get it. Right up plating. And you don't need no jerk sauce on it. It tastes good by itself.
The era we're in right now, doing online things for your fans and stuff like that. Now we gotta be more creative.
Mr. Demuir! Mr. Demuir!
What's
up? What's up? Welcome to Play the Record!
When we did that video here, my follower count went up. People inquiring, hey, can I still get the record there? I didn't know you were from Toronto.
Yo, check this out!
Man, this is dope. Thank you so much.
They do like the Instagram stories, Instagram posts, and they'll be taking a picture inside Play the Record.
and I'm always checking to see if my record is on the wall behind them.
Sick, man. I love the cover too, man. Shouts to my man.
Let's go. I get some joy from that. Always a good thing.
It's the age of the internet, age of social media, age of streaming services. There's so much music being promoted every day. How do you stand out?
Eugene! Eugene! What? Do you have Chandra?
Yeah!
Chandra! Where's Chandra?
It's in the front!
It's here! We got Chandra!
Everyone has something they want to see in the store, and it's kind of like finding ways to make it happen. With Fionn, it's like she wanted to see social media, and she wants to like talk to the people.
Well, her job is starting to go like into social media. Yeah, she's pretty famous online.
Most record stores have the same structure, records. But I think our store is about selling our personality, being ourselves, don't hide it.
We got beautiful music! Beautiful music from Danny!
I think Eugene and Fionn are like an amazing social media presence now as well. I think Eugene, has a really cool character. It's kind of like, I don't even think he's playing. I think he's like naturally kind of that guy. He's like, a little bit dry, but there's a comedy side to it.
Ride! Ride!
Oh, let me go around the play the record roundabout.
What's the secret sauce?
Well, in Toronto, the secret sauce is play the record. And Eugene!
Yes, we got 2 cups of Alchemist, 3 cups of Slum Village, 1 cup of DJ Coco, and 1 tablespoon of Craze.
I think it's just putting Eugene out there, putting our personality out there. It becomes the branding too.
Cubert is coming!
Cubert! You need Cubert!
There's a way to use the modern platforms while keeping your ethos, your mission statement, and who you are as genuine as possible, which is why people like to come and meet Eugene, because it's a genuine experience.
I walk into another record store, they have records. I'm looking for records. Eugene, not to say he's not selling records here, but it's more than that.
Passion, passion, passion. I will use that word 1,000 times if I have to. That is the fuel of an artist. That is the fuel of a marketer, because you put the culture first, you put the respect first, and the streets will respect you.
Persistence, resilience, and being passionate about what you care for will last you your career longer. No matter what, Eugene will be my boss forever. He's like, I'm emotional because he's not just my boss. He's like my record dad. He's like, he helped me on my life. He's the best. He's one of the best. I never met anyone like him. I think NASA should study him for all the green juice he drank.
What a lot of DJs will say about Eugene is he gave us the tools, and then we went out and did what we had to do with it, but without those tools, could have looked a lot different.
So now I understand what the store means to a lot of people. A lot of DJs may not have become DJs if the store wasn't around, because the stuff that we provided, support, carrying the records, even now it's still doing that, because there's not many stores that would do like push Canadian hip-hop or Canadian electronic music, but we push, we try to help the artists. So in the long run, it means something.
He's kind of a maverick in the community. He has sustained such a great legacy over those, the last 33 years now, so.
So what's the future of Play the Record as it stands right now?
Well, right now, I don't know. My daughter, Sasha, is getting married next month. They're planning kids next year. I want to be around because for my kids, I wasn't really around. I only saw them late at night. Maybe I have to sell it. Maybe I have to close it. Maybe I bring in somebody with me. Who knows? I don't know. I think the grandchildren. I think that's what will force me. Or we continue it and then, have them running it, right? But right now, I don't know. Because the way I do things also is, it's not too much planning. I mean, I don't know if that's good business and stuff, but I just go with my instincts, go with my heart, Whoosh.
I like personally walking into a store. I don't like doing online orders. I want to walk in, I say hi to Eugene, pick up records, just how are you? Having that human interaction is important for me. It must be an old soul thing.
It's a purchase experience. It's not just getting something delivered to your door. You're walking into this iconic record shop. You're greeted by a familiar face. And you're not just going to pick up the gear. You're going to sit there and you're going to have chats about it, and we're going to talk about it, and he's going to tell me what other DJs have said about this, and I'm going to tell him my opinion. So there's a whole experience. You're buying this with this surrounding, with records all over the walls and piles of records, piles of vinyl on the ground, and it's like organized chaos. And for a lot of us DJs, we grew up with this at Play the Record.
People come in for happiness. People come in just to say hi, just to get a smile from us. To a lot of people, Play the Record is not just a shop. It's what keeps us alive.
The fact that he's still doing this, is that kind of a beacon for you?
As long as he's around, the record stores are going to be okay in Toronto. He's got the passion that not a lot of people can outlast. As long as Eugene has Played a Record, I think we're going to be okay. We're just going to follow his lead.
All my love has come in time, and I ain't never waste your time. I'm fixing on, drifting on the star. No matter where you are, I'ma find you. I'm fixing on, drifting on the star. On, drifting on. I ain't gotta teach your mind. I'll just give you peace of mind. This is not illusion, no mirage. I'm fixing on, drifting on the star. I'm fixing on, drifting on the star. Wherever